27 Ways to Decorate Your Mantel for Winter. Creating a winter mantle like this one by Kim at Sand and Sisal is a cinch if you stick to wintry colors and seasonal textures. Sometimes the simplest ideas are also the best. This wood bead garland project by Michael at Inspired by Charm is an easy way to dress up a winter mantle with splashes of colors. Dress up your bare mantle with faux greenery and pom-pom garland. Adorn your mantle with a seasonal statement. This DIY sign by Doreen at Hymns and Verses Beautiful sums up the time of year directly after the holidays. Her display also features 2 tin lanterns and a painted wood tray loaded with frosted pine cones. Decorating around a TV can be tricky. Luckily, this winter mantle by Krista at the Happy Hausa features a few tips that make it a snap. Celebrate the new year with a cheerful winter mantle like this one by Joanna at A Pretty Life in the Suburbs. Here's an idea by Courtney at French Country Cottage that upcycles leftover Christmas garland. The decoration made of fresh-cut greenery dried out nicely over the holidays, so she used it to spruce up her winter mantle. For extra color and texture, the blogger layered on dried peonies and evergreen branches. To complete her display's French country look, she added several LED candles. Are you recovering from a case of Christmas decoration overload? Then a serene mantle like this display by Susie at Worthing Court blog might be the cure. The woods around her home inspired her winter arrangement that features bare branches, natural greenery, and large pine cones. Don't have a fireplace? All you need is a mantel shelf to create a vintage-inspired vignette as shown by Stephanie at the Cozy Old Farmhouse. Besides the natural greenery, most of the pieces including the folding yardstick are found treasures picked up for cheap at local yard sales. When decorating a dark mantle, it's important to incorporate items that will pop. For instance, this winterscape by Taryn Whitaker features decorative pieces in soft, contrasting colors. FYI, the garland is a cute accent anyone can make using cotton balls and embroidery floss. If you're feeling a little antsy for spring, refresh your mantle with beautiful blooms. This late winter mantelshelf by Amanda at Love and Renovations got a room-brightening lift from grocery store flowers. To make her floral arrangement appear more expensive, the blogger combined buds and sprigs from different bouquets. This wintry mantle by Elizabeth & Company Vintage celebrates the season with handmade decorations. A ruffled wreath made of sheet music turns a brick wall into a focal point. Gold-painted frames add a little glitz. Spring doesn't have to feel like a distant memory this winter with these fresh decorating ideas from Jennifer at Town & Country Living. Winter just may be the perfect time to add layers of texture and shine to your post-holidays mantle. This example by Heather at Setting for 4 features disco balls and a large mirror that pour on the glimmer. Metal accents including the candle holders inject beautiful sparkle. For contrast, pine cones and greenery boost visual warmth. Capture the spirit of winter with these simple ideas by Brandy Sawyer. She combines glittery garland and white decor with woodsy pine cones. Silver platters and vintage trophies are just a few of things that dress up this winter mantle by Vicky at 2 Bees in a Pod. Fresh moss brings dashes of greenery. The rustic wreath was made lickety-split by affixing puffs of natural cotton to a grapevine wreath form. Reclaimed wood and a DIY pom-pom wreath cover up an old TV mount over this mantle decorated by Manuela at A Cultivated Nest. The entire project including the lumber cost less than $30. Because winter isn't very colorful, this mantelshelf decorated by Kimberly at A Wonderful Thought sticks to neutral shades. A palette wood chalkboard sits front and center. The snowshoes are a fun seasonal accent. The banner is a DIY decoration from the blogger's Christmas collection. This ski-inspired mantle by Amy at My Life from Home is loaded with rustic and homey accents. A cute banner and mini snow skis set the theme. For color, she added faux greenery. A mirror and rustic window frame anchor the arrangement. Create a winter mantle dedicated to snow. For instance, this display by Becca at Adventures in Decorating celebrates winter weather with a seasonal banner. See the two evergreens? Both double as Christmas decor. We mentioned earlier that a large decorative object anchors a mantelscape. The pillar for this winter display by Sue at A Purty Little House is a DIY wreath. The blogger made it using craft supplies she had laying around. Birch branches, pine cones, and faux evergreens are additional elements that pour on the seasonal charm. Notice the books? Their spines were turned inward to create a more uniform look. Don't let the winter blues take over your living room. A mood-lifting mantle like this one by Lauren at Bless Her House will help you shake off that seasonal funk. Create a Hygge-inspired winter mantle like this one by Kelly at the Lily Pad Cottage. A sign featuring a lovely quote by Laura Ingalls Wilder is a homey accent. The white candles establish a cozy vibe. Every good idea starts with a little inspiration. A red encyclopedia set discarded by a neighbor kicked off this winter mantle by Kelly Elko. For whimsy, she added her favorite decorative creatures including a squirrel nutcracker. The faux succulents peeking out from the pages came next. A vintage chalkboard nicely frames the entire display. If your decorating style can be summed up as less is more, behold this winter mantle by Jane and Sonia at Sustain My Craft Habit. The display features a few simple DIY pieces. Our favorite is the driftwood garland dipped in copper paint. Branches cut from a balsam fir shrub add some natural greenery. So that you know, the needles on this particular evergreen will stay put on cut branches for months without water. You don't need a built-in mantle to create a vintage-inspired vignette as shown by Liz Marie. The one in her home is an antique propped up against the wall. The two old trunks came next. Then she placed an Underwood typewriter, and several more vintage finds on top. The wintry touches held over from Christmas include a wreath and garland. A cabin-inspired winter mantle like this one spotted on Lily and Val will get you through the entire season including the holidays. The trick is sticking to seasonal items that don't scream Christmas. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more interesting videos. And please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm.